Hi everyone, my name is Bappi Hamed and welcome to my video. So guys, in this video we'll be doing another project with the help of OpenAI. So the project name is Audio Transcript Translation with Whispar. So as I already showed you the OpenAI platform, even I already used different model. Even in our previous video, we also implemented one project called Telegram chatbot. So here we'll be exporting another actually variant of the model. So the model name is Whispar. So I think I showed you the Whispar, let's say introduction. What is this Whispar model? So let me show you again. So if I go back to my, let's say OpenAI platform. So here, if you go to the model section and if you just go below, this is the Whispar model guys. So let me open it up. So you can see Whispar is a general purpose speech recognition model. It is trained on a large dataset of diverse audio. And it is also multitask model that can perform multilingual speech recognition as well as the speech translation and language identification. Okay, so this is actually a speech based model. That means you can give any kinds of speech or audio, so it will give you the transcript of that particular audio. So here what we'll be doing, let me show you the entire diagram. See, here we'll be implementing one audio transcript translation. Let's say here I will pass one audio file. Okay, it can be mp3 or any other format you can pass. I will pass to the Whispar model. Okay, and Whispar model will return a transcript of this audio. Okay, transcript, that means it is a text. The entire audio text actually it will return. Then what I will do, I will use one actually chat completion model. That means here I can use any kinds of model. Let's say here you will be using GPT. Okay, GPT-3. So I'll pass this transcript to the GPT-3, and here I will provide a prompt, translate. Okay, translate. So here as an input you will pass one language. Okay, you will pass one language and it will give you that like translated text. Okay, translated text. Okay, so this is the entire actually high level diagram. So for this I will open up my local folder, and here I'm going to open up my Visual Code Studio. So this is my Visual Code Studio. Then I'm also going to open up my terminal here. Okay, I think you remember previously we created one environment like OpenAI demo. So let me activate the environment instead of creating again and again. So what I can do, I can just write conda activate OpenAI demo. Okay, so this environment I'm going to use because inside that OpenAI is already installed there, right? Fine. Now here I'm going to create a requirement file. So here the first requirement, you need the OpenAI. I think OpenAI is already installed, but here I'm adding because I want to share this material with you. So later on, whenever you want to install it, you can check the requirement.txt file. Then I also need python.env. I think you know why python.env, because we'll be managing the credential, right? That means we'll be creating a .env file, and inside that I'm going to mention my OpenAI API key. I think you remember we already created one OpenAI API key. So this is my OpenAI API key. Okay, let me save it here. Fine. Now see, here I'm going to create a user interface. That means see, this audio file user can upload this audio file. For this I need a web interface. Okay, web application. So to create the web application, I'm going to use one framework called Flask. So Flask is a framework inside Python. With the help of that you can create a web application. Okay, so let me also install the Flask here. Okay, Flask. Now simply what you have to do, open up your terminal and write this command, pip install -r requirement.txt. For me it is already satisfied, but for you it will take some time to install all the package. Fine. Now the first thing, I'll show you the demo, like how we can use the Whispar model. So first of all, let me import OpenAI. and it is showing this warning because I have to select my environment. I have created OpenAI demo. Then I also need to import operating system because I want to load my env. Then .env as well. So from .env import load env. Fine. First of all, I'll load my env. So here is my OpenAI API key. os.get env. Then I need to add this API key inside my OpenAI API key. So OpenAI dot API key is equal to my OpenAI API key. Fine. I think my authentication is completed now. Now what I will do, I'll just open up one audio file. So let me show you. I have one audio file with me. So this is the audio file, guys. Let me play. So this audio actually I have recorded. Python is a high-level interpreted general-purpose programming language. It is very easy to learn and you can use Python programming in data science. Fine. So this is the audio file actually I have recorded. So I just need to open this file. So to open this file, I think you can use this open, and inside that you can pass this name. So recording dot mp3. Okay, mp3, and again it's a binary file, so you have to give the mode rb, read binary. Fine. So it will give you one object, let's say audio underscore file. Okay, so I have successfully loaded this file. Now if you want to get the transcripts, what you can do, you can use this OpenAI Whispar model. So I'll just write OpenAI dot audio. This is audio model, I think I told you. So you have to call one function called translate. Okay, translate, and inside that, first of all, you have to mention the model name. So I want to use Whispar 1 model. So it is having different model. I want to use Whispar 1 model. Then you have to pass the audio file. So audio file. Now here it will give me the output. Now let me print the output. Now let me show you. So guys, here is the text I am getting. Python is a high-level interpreted general-purpose programming language. It is very easy to learn and you can use Python programming in data science. That means whatever things you can actually hear in the audio, the same thing you can see as a text. So it is like very powerful model. It will give you the accurate result always. Okay, you can try with different audio. I think you will get it. Now what I have to do, I have to translate. Okay, I have to translate this transcript in a different language. Okay, for this I'll be using GPT-3 or GPT-4 model, whatever you can use here. Okay, and we'll be creating one user application so that user can upload this audio there. Okay, this is what actually we'll be implementing. So for this, what I can do, I can create another file here. I'll just name it as app.py. Now I'll copy paste the same code. This code actually I'll just try to copy paste here because here we are authenticating with our OpenAI only. Fine. Now apart from that, I also need to import another package called Flask. Okay, because with the help of Flask, we'll be creating this user application. Okay, that is why I'm importing Flask. So you can see from Flask, I'm importing Flask request. So redirect URL, this is not required as of now. JSONify render template. Okay, so with the help of that, actually, we'll be rendering our web page. For this, you need a basic HTML file. I'll tell you how we can create a HTML file. You can also get different template. You can also use that one. Fine. Now, this next thing, I'll be initializing my Flask. To initialize the Flask, just write this code. This is the code, guys. Flask. In the parenthesis, you have to give underscore name. Now you can ask me how to initialize the Flask. Go to the Flask documentation. You can see that. Okay, we can see the code snippet, the basic template they have already given. So first of all, here I'll just add one configuration. So app.config. That means whatever audio actually user will upload. So this will save. So this will save actually. First of all, let me just write upload underscore folder. This will save inside a folder name static. Okay, now let's create this folder. Left hand side, I'll create a folder name static. Okay, inside that this audio will be saved. Fine, this is the idea. Now let me create a route. So I'll just give @app.route. So as you can see, this is my route. So it will look for actually two kinds of, let's say, request. One is the get request and there is like post request. Okay, if it is matching, what will happen? This will execute this function. So here I'm going to create a function called main. Okay, so this will execute this main function. So inside main function, the first thing I have to check whether it's a post request or not. So if request, okay, if request dot method is equal to if it is post, okay, if it is a post request, that means if you upload one audio file and if you click on the button, that means it would be a post request. Okay, that is the idea. If it is a post request, so what I will do, first of all, I will get the language. Okay, I'll get the language. That means user will also pass the language, like in which language he or she wants to translate this, let's say transcript. Okay, that's why I also need to take the language input. So here I will take the input. I'll just write request dot form. So from the form itself, I'll take the language. Now how I'll get the language, because for this I'm going to create a HTML file. So let me create a folder here. First of all, if you're using Flask, you need to create this folder, guys, called templates. Okay, templates. Inside that I will be creating a, sorry, it should be templates, not, spelling is not correct. Now it is fine. Now inside that I'm going to create a HTML file called index.html. Okay. Now here I have written one very simple HTML code. It will only accept the audio file. See, here I've given the title, and this is like very basic CSS code I have added here, just to like show my front end a little bit actually beautiful. That's why. Now see, it will user can upload one audio file. Okay, you can see user can upload one audio file. Input type is file, and user will also able to give the language input. That means in which language he or she wants to translate that transcript. Okay, then there would be a button called upload. So whenever they will upload, so what will happen? It will hit the post request. Okay, it will hit the post request, and that time you can see method is equal to post. That time it will hit this route. Okay, it will hit this route, and I will be able to get the language, and whatever audio actually he is submitting, everything I will get. Okay, from the backend. This is the idea only. Fine. So this is a simple HTML code. And now you can ask me why to get this kinds of HTML code. There is a one beautiful website you can follow called Bootstrap. Okay, Bootstrap. So here you will get all kinds of free HTML CSS template. You can go to the example section and see different actually template you are having. You can get their HTML and CSS code. Even you can also search. Let's say you need a file uploader button. Okay, file upload. See, different code snippet they have already given. Okay, that's how actually you can also get the code. Okay, so I just referred this website, and I actually, let's say, collected this HTML and CSS code, and I modified, okay, with respect to my requirement. This is the idea. Now I think everything is fine. Now what I will do, I'll go back to my app.py, and I'm getting the language. Then I also need the file. Okay, so to get the file, I'll store inside a file, and I'll just write request.form. Not form dot files, actually, because it's a file type input, right? So it should be a file. You can see here I have mentioned it should be a file. Okay, it should be a file type, should be a file. Now once I get the file, first of all I will check whether this file is available or not. If file is equal to true, okay, if this is not false, that means user has uploaded the file. That time what I will do, I'll just simply save this file. Where I will save, I'll save inside my static folder. So this is the code. I think you remember we set the configuration. Okay, static. Okay, upload file static. So it will save the inside static folder. And to save this file, I need a file name. So let's create a file name here. I'll just write file name is equal to file.file name. Okay, it will give you the file name. Now after that, you can easily save this file inside the static folder. Then I will load my audio. So to load the audio, I think you remembered I was using this code snippet. So I can use the same code here. Now see, this recording.mp3 would be available inside the static folder. So I need to also give the path of the static. Okay, static / recording.mp3. Now the same code I'll be writing here. I'll copy, and here I'm going to paste it. So this will give me the output. That means the transcript. Here I can mention it as transcript. Okay, transcript. Now what I have to do, I have to translate this transcript to the another language. For this, I already told you here we'll be using something called GPT-3 or 4 model. Okay, so let me initialize my GPT model. So I think remember how we can initialize it. We can use chat completion API. So here is the code snippet, guys. So here I'm using chat completion API. Inside that, I'm mentioning I want to use GPT-4 model. Okay, GPT-4 model. And this is the message I have given, role. You can see role, system, content. You will be provided with a sentence in English, and your task is to translate it to language. That means whatever language user is giving that in that particular language, then the role. So let me bring it here. I can see role, user, content, transcript dot text. That means whatever text actually I'm getting after doing the, let's say, audio to text, I'm just passing it here. And here is my prompt. Okay, here is my prompt I have given to my large language model. And this is the temperature parameter, and this is the max tokens. Okay, I already explained this parameter. Okay, why it is required. Now simply what I will do, I'll just try to return this response, but I will just try to return with the JSONify. Why JSONify? Because whatever, let's say, response you want to render in the HTML page, it should be JSON format. Okay, that's why I have to do the JSONify. So inside that, I will be passing my response. Okay, and JSONify I already imported, I think you remember from here. Then if it is not a post request, okay, if it is not a post request, that means if it is a get request, what will happen? It will only render, okay, it will only render my index.html. Okay, this index.html, that means my web app. Okay, my web app menu, it will open in front of the user. This is the idea. And to render it, I'm using render template function. You can see I've already imported it here. Now if I want to execute my application, so you can execute it here. For this, you have to give the app host and app port. See, app.run host 000, that means I want to run in my local host, and debug is equal to true. That means if you change anything, it will automatically update the changes. And this is the port number 8080. Now let me execute and show you this application. So I'll open up my terminal, and now if I execute, let's say Python app.py. Now see, it is running on my local host. Now let's go to the Google and search for localhost port number 8080. Now see, if I search, so guys, you can see this is my interface. Okay, interface of my application. Now here you can upload any kinds of audio file. Now let's upload. So let's say I want to upload this audio. Now language, let's say I want to translate in a Hindi. Okay, Hindi. Now let's upload it. Now see guys, this is the response I got, and this is my response. You can see this is the Hindi translation. Okay, this is the Hindi translation. Whatever actually I had in my audio. Now you can also give any other language. Let's say again I will pass my audio. Let's say I want to translate let's say I want to translate in Bangla. Okay, Bengali. Now I'll upload. See, this is the Bengali translation I'm getting. Okay, now you can also extract the content only instead of let's say getting all the response, but I printed all the response. I just wanted to show you each and everything, whatever things it is returning. Okay, I already showed you how we can extract out this content. Okay, from my previous session, I think remember. Fine. So yes guys, that's how actually we can implement this project, and we can use the Whispar model. Okay, now what you can do, you can improve this project. You can add some more functionality. Let's say you want to again convert this text to audio, you can also do it. For this, just go to the Whispar documentation and try to check there. Okay, so I hope guys you like this project. So if you have liked this project guys, so please try to subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends and family. And with that guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.